But you know, I've been turning my life over to the Lord,
Yes, sir.
and I feel at time I say, Lord, if it's your will, if you want to take me, I'm okay. I am not afraid of death. I'm not afraid. Not if it's His will.
Right.
hmm So right now I've been blessed that He let me stay here just a little while longer.
Us too.
Okay, well, we don't want to talk about it because we want to enjoy you the time that we got you. We just want to talk about the times that we got you, and we just want to enjoy those times.
That's right.
Okay.
We'll talk about that after you pass.
That's right.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the good times. We're going to talk about enjoying you. That's
Roger, I won't. I promise you, I will never say it again.
Okay, and I won't say boss then. When you don't say
If
that,
you do,
Okay.
Tell me who was the JHW?
Jenny Howard Wilson, that elementary school up
Right
there.
up, right up the street.
Yeah.
That was my godmother.
Okay.
Really?
They named the school after her. That's awesome.
Karen used to work there. It's part of their charter school system now
Yeah.
down here.
Mhm.
But at first it was a public school.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was named after a black lady. That was your godmother. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I saw her picture in the office. My friend used to work there a few years ago, and I remember they still have a picture of her, a painting of her in the office. Yes, ma'am.
You talking about slim and all her, most of her clothes that she wouldn't wear or she couldn't wear, she passed them down to me.
Oh, what you say?
I was slim and trim then, but honey, that's over with.
Mr. Lee, you must be laughing too hard. You're going to get in trouble.
No, she told me about. She told me about.
Getting those clothes.
Uh, she told me about her figure.
Yeah.
She told you about it, or you saw it?
No,
When
I
met
saw
him,
what I see now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, what I do with that pen?
What you looking? Oh,
This
no.
marker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. The lighthouse, they will want some money. I don't have no money to get none of it.
Oh, Lighthouse Ministries. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have, right now, I don't have money to get nobody.
Tell me why you do that, Mr. Lee.
So that he don't have to. So he can just go ahead and throw it away.
Yeah.
He had his name, so that when you throw it away, cause
that's what they tell you, Mom.
mark out your name and your address, so because it's going into the recycling
And
bin.
if there any, if I have any, account numbers on some of the stuff, I mark that out too.
Okay.
People don't need to see your accounts and all that.
That's true.
Now, remember why they keep trying to steal my money out my bank?
Cause you just throw your stuff away.
Throw my stuff away.
No, you
No,
supposed to.
well, this
But that's
is-
why I keep telling you, you gotta shred it.
That's what you keep telling me?
Yes, sir.
You
We have a
you
shredder at
can
home.
shred it or either
And I keep not listening.
do it like
You
this.
keep not listening.
Well,
That's my problem.
That's your
I
problem.
do
But-
way better if I listen.
If you listen to, see, this is where I'm trying to get us to be right here.
I know.
I
And I keep going somewhere
That's
else.
somewhere else. And this is why what happened
I'm
happened.
about to do better.
You really
yeah, you
do.
gotta do that. And that's the truth.
Not today, but
Your name, your address, your account numbers, all that stuff, it needs to be,
Marked out.
people look in your trash.
Let me see that book, baby.
They sure do.
AAA.
They
People
will-
look in your
They
trash.
should go. They will go through your trash and
go
steal
through
your mail.
if you get it. They sure do. Yes, they do. But I do that, and we put it in that recycle bin, and every other week, I, our son come and dump and bring it out to dump it.
Yeah, I noticed they did put us on every other week type of pickup now for the recycling.
Well, they
They do ours every
Every
week,
week.
but our container.
container don't be full.
Oh, I got you. Okay, we on every other week now. They put us on in the county area. They put us on an A week and a B week. So my house in Lakeland, I think, is on the A week, and the house in Mulberry is on the B week. So I have to put them out at different times.
Okay.
Yeah, but I.
This is every week.
But I feel you, because sometimes it does take mine a couple of weeks to get pretty full.
Yeah, but you using recycle the beef at the other house?
Yes, I do. I
What
try.
in the world you? What are you putting in there?
What do you mean? I mean, like
I thought y'all done the majority of the time in Lakeland.
we do, but when we're there and we're working, a lot
Uh-oh.
of the stuff that we may
Okay.
have, plastics and stuff, I'll put in the recycling bin.
Okay.
So, garbage, it takes, the garbage doesn't get full or the recycling as quickly as it does in Mulberry, because we're not there often. But when we are there, and I still, I buy items for both houses, cleaning supplies and different things. So yes, sir. So there's still some things that we recycle there.
Which house is the largest?
The one in Mulberry.
Mulberry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's, how big is that? It's like 22.
Yeah.
22.
How many bedrooms?
It's 3. It's a standard 3-2. It was born.
Okay.
It was built in 1979.
I remember when they was building them houses there.
Yeah. So it's that whole area. When I was kind of looking through some of the information about when they were built, a lot of those houses came up between 78 and 86. But then I know it was something that was probably built later. So they were building in that area for a while.
You a blessed young lady. You know that?
Oh, thank you.
You are. You are blessed. How many young women your age has something like that? One house in Layton, the other one in Mook. How many? So you are blessed.
Well, and I thank God for like the ability to get the first one. The first one I was able to get through the Habitat for Humanity program.
Okay.
And I thank God for that opportunity.
Yeah.
Because I knew that at that time I was probably not going to be able to, one, afford it on my own with 2 kids and being single, and 2, I didn't have the money and the credit, but I was getting into teaching, so I knew I was going to have a career, and I was like, well, Lord, let me take on this opportunity, let me take advantage of this. If you put it in front of me, I'll take advantage of it, and I thank God for it, because it was a way for me to get a house for my kids and not continue to raise them in a little apartment, and the apartments that I moved out of, there's a couple of girls, or women I should say, they were there when I moved there in 1999, and they are still there in 2022, because just like I was saying earlier about my daughter, they got short vision. It's all about, because the apartments where I lived, they based on your income, but that was my blessing while I was going through school. So once I finished school, I wanted to move on up and give somebody else an opportunity. But a lot of people don't think that way. They want to just keep,
Just look up there in the project. There is grandmother.
Yes.
Yeah. Mothers,
sons, and the grandchildren.
and they got that project syndrome, and when they marry, They're moving the project.
That's what they're coming home to.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't have that vision
Mm-hmm.
to look higher.
Mm-hmm.
They want to stay on that lower level.
You know, some people are in poverty because of mindset, and some people are simply in poverty because of bank account. You know, there's a lot of people who might be in poverty in their bank account, but maybe they have a middle class mindset. You know what I mean? Or mindset to have more, to do more, to want more out of life. And that's who I always was, wanting, you know, knowing that I was greater than my circumstances. I just poured because I didn't have, you know, the career that I wanted in the job. But I knew that if I could get myself through school and finish and become the teacher that I wanted to become, that I could raise me and my kids up. Literally the year that I finished school was 07, right? I honestly went from being on food stamps to getting off, switching from Medicaid to switching to Blue Cross and Blue Shield, just because I finished school and got the job. You know, same year, like I'm starting to teach, and I'm literally transitioning off of these systems that I've been on for years when I was single and poor, and, you know, working part-time jobs, because I was working in part-time jobs so that I could be able to go to school, and raising the girls. And
You just like me. I worked 2 jobs.
mm-hmm.
To leave one.
Go to the other one. Yeah. Go to the other one. Yeah.
Well, when I was my first wife and I, when we first got married,
Mm-hmm.
I moved in the project because of the low rent. And I was in one apartment, and when our family started coming, I moved to a 2-bedroom apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I, being in the 2-bedroom apartment, I finally got a job to the mine, and I was making more money.
At the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to leave out of the project. I paid that high rent,
Right.
and there was a house right next door to my mom, and I bought that house, and we moved in, and I stayed there for years, and I still work to the mine, and I got all of my bills paid.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 71, I moved to Miami.
That's when you went to Miami. I got
Yeah.
you. Okay.
I went in 71. Roger, they carried me over town talking about I told them, no,
You was in it and over time.
no. I said, no, my family ain't coming up over here. And on 17th Avenue, you know where those 3-story apartment, 62nd and 17th Avenue?
I think I can remember what you're talking about.
Well, anyway, I wasn't about to put my family in there because of men on men, women on women, and drugs and all that, you know.
There's a lot. It was a lot going on.
I said no, and I finally found this apartment out on 103rd Street. It was 17th and 103rd Street. I got that apartment and I brought my family to Miami. But I was blessed because she's a nurse and she worked out to Mount Sinai.
Mm-hmm.
And I, uh, I, I carried the children to school. They went to a Catholic school.
Right, you were telling me about it.
And the baby, there was a not a nursing home, you know, for the babies,
Daycare?
a daycare.
Yes.
It was right across the street from the funeral home, and I dropped her off there, and we stayed there.
I think you were thinking of nursery. We're thinking of nursery.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But that's where the baby was, and I used to pick her up every day. But what I loved about that Catholic school, those nuns didn't play.
They didn't play.
They didn't play. And they'll call you and let you know what's going on. But the best thing about it was those kids went to chapel every day.
Right,
It ain't whether you wanted to or not.
right.
You went to chapel. And it still instilled in them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was important for me too. Let me ask you, let me ask you this, if y'all don't mind talking about it.
No.
How did y'all integrate those two families? How did y'all merge them?
Well, they know about her and they respect her. Now
Because they were older, right, at the time. Both sets of kids were
Oh, yeah.
older. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never had to, not saying you didn't want to, but you never had to deal with his ex and none of that. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Now that oldest boy, when he buy me a gift, he buy her a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think my oldest daughter and start doing that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That baby boy, he
I think it's different.
He'll talk, but he ain't got to where he'll give her a gift.
Gotcha.
That baby girl, she always say, tell her, they love her, something like that, but that baby boy, although he's a minister, he don't do it. Mm-mm.
But I wonder if it's kind of what your kids are going through with their mom. I don't know if that might have even been the same
By him
thing.
being with you,
Yeah, because our kids are younger, obviously, you know. So you remember what you were telling me about the kids, their feeling of loyalty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my baby boy, when he graduated from school,
Mhm.
he wasn't here long, was it, before he went into service. The baby boy went in service. But the oldest boy was in California with his dad.
Okay, gotcha.
And then he moved back here for a little bit, but then he moved to Panama City.
Yeah.
The second oldest child, Don, the one we talked about,
Right.
Don said he wasn't going nowhere. He's staying here.
Right.
Yeah.
And God knows, I thank God for Don, because Don is oh my gosh, he's a big help to us.
Yeah, I can
Yes,
tell.
he is.
I can tell. I can tell. Yeah, and that's a blessing that you got him near. Because I know, you know, like my husband, his mom, I know she appreciates the fact that he's near,
Yeah.
you know, to come and see about it and
and I'm
everything.
happy he's near.
And the third child, I I got 4 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And the third child, Mike was always sick. He had lupus real bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
true.
He got lupus.
Right.
He got lupus.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that was women.
No,
No.
men too.
Yeah, I've never heard of a man.
That's what my friend's son died of. The one that we went to Alabama to see. He was 21.
Yes, okay.
My best friend, her son died of lupus at 21 years old. A couple of years ago, he had lupus. Yes. So yeah, that's what he had. Mm-hmm.
And then Mike got in trouble. He killed his wife. Because they had separated.
Yeah.
And she
I remember you
kept
sharing.
saying they were going to go back together. And she would always go to him and he'd give her money and stuff. And they think she done kicked him
To the
to
curb.
the curb.
Yeah.
If she needed something, he gave it to her. But this day, I don't know what happened. His mind clicked. And he strangled her.
Oh,
Well,
Father.
let's say this way. Every time she needed something, she went to him, and he gave it to her.
Right.
The last time she went to him, she had divorce papers talking about she was divorcing him. After all he done, and he giving her money,
And knowing
whatever she
needed that
wanted.
money for himself because he was sick, But he gave it to her. Whatever she wanted, he gave it to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when she brought them the divorce papers up to him, that's when he lost it. He
Yeah.
choked her, and guess what? He put her in the trunk of the car. He came here and we did not know it. He had her out there in the trunk of the car.
Now the third.
That's the third. And the baby boy, he went to D.C.
That's when it stays in DC now, right? He stays in DC now, right? Okay, yeah.
And he got hold to a good girl. And her family, her mom and dad, could eat his crap. They were good to my son.
That's awesome.
And he died. And when Pete died,
You gotta explain who Pete is now.
Pete was his father-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
When Pete died, that was just like taking everything from him.
Yeah.
But when his mother-in-law died, I went to that funeral. And I had never seen my child cry like that before in his life. That boy cried just like it was his mom.
Right.
Like, she was good to him. He did everything she could to please those kids. And she left him some good money too.
Okay.
She left him good money. And then, about 3 years ago, she's in dead.
I guess.
His daddy, he came back. His daddy lived in Winter Haven.
Okay.
And he came back to his room. And I had never seen my child cry like he cried.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, all my children daddy's gone, but the oldest boy, his daddy is still living.
Okay.
He lives in South Carolina.
Okay.
He's still living. But he's not in good shape.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But,
But what a blessing for your son to have not only had you all, but then he married someone who brought him another set of good parents. That's a blessing. Yeah. Because then, I can't even imagine what it is like to see your child move so far away but at least you know that they will taken care of
They're happy.
out of your presence, you know, which is a
They're
good
happy.
thing. They happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's what you want. That's what I think we all want for our kids, just to be happy, like our parents wanted for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be
Don't
happy.
get caught up in all this. He got this and she got that.
Mhm.
Are you happy? Because you can have all the money in the world and still don't be
Still
happy.
gonna be happy.
So just be happy.
Yeah.
Be sitting around God and be happy.
Yeah.
Well, them 4 of ours, they are brought up loving one another. Is not one with more than the other.
Mhm.
I didn't love no one of them no more than the other.
Yeah.
I still love them, and they know I'll do for them if I can. They know that. And I love my children.
Amen.
I